Yo, what's going on? What's good? What's good? Yo, 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 yo. It's the good, the bad, the ugly with me, Joe, with me, Bosana Papi.
You wish.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right,
Bam! Let's try that again. Take two, take two, take two, take two. Take two, take two.
um, okay, guys, welcome to the Good, Bad, and Ugly with me, Joe Blackman, and this guy, Botswana Pappy. Yeah, and we're here again with another episode of Good, Bad, and Ugly. Yes, that's what we're supposed to be saying.
I was
Yeah?
gonna say me and Joe Blackman, but then I just
It is what it is. We fumbled the bag. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You wish.
It is what it is. What's good, Joe? What's good, Mr. Black Man?
No, let's was ugly for this. What do you? Whoa, that guy just disappeared. It's just Joe today. So well, about what the hell happened to you?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
We're gonna talk about what's ugly. Let's start with what's ugly because actually I didn't know this happened, but Box brought it to my attention. I thought they had to be flung into the show because over in Spain,
Yes.
one of our own, one of our ex-players, you might as well say.
Well,
Marcus,
current player still. He's just on
I know
loan.
he's current, but everybody wants him to be an ex-player, so let's not even try and get into that in it. Yeah, let's just be real. Our ex-player, Marcus Rashford, has been receiving some racial abuse across the seas.
That's true.
And that's what we're going to start with today because what was said, Bots? Let me know. What happened?
It's a real ugly scenario. I mean, the first thing is that the Spanish authorities are recommending a Real Oviedo fan to be fined £4,000 for allegedly directing racist abuse at Marcus Rashford. Now, La Liga detected images on social media and filed a complaint with the national police. That's what happened. And then there was some analysis of stadium footage from the stadium's organizational control unit. They looked at the cameras and looked at the footage of the alleged perpetrator, and they identified someone. And action is being taken place, but the authorities are yet to confirm when a final decision will be taken. That's the current status about Marcus Rashford. Let's not forget, it's not the first time he's subject to racial abuse. He suffered this after the Euro 2020 penalty shootout. A man was actually jailed in England for racially abusing Rashford on social media, and the story of racial abuse continues on football players, especially it's sad to see when it's one of your own, especially like somebody like Marcus Rashford. It's sad to see when it's anybody, honestly, and it needs to be.
I was about to say it's sad to see either way, bro. Because you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, £4,000 fine is enough because, like,
4K is too little.
He's be arrested and fired from his jobs. Well, who knows? What do you think? What do you think the punishment should be if someone does cross that line and does do
you
something?
Get like a 5-year ban, for example. If it just depends on the level
from the stadium, you mean?
Yeah, from coming to the stadium.
But is that a big deal? Is that worse than hitting his pockets?
I think additionally to a fine, it has to be like banned from the stadium, fine, a hefty fine, and also we need to I don't know, bro. It needs to be like levels. Also, it's like medium racism, high racism, low racism, right?
No.
No, Joe. One N word is different from two N words.
No. Did you just try to put racism in different tiers? What the? You know what? No, you need this. You need to go to jail.
Okay,
bro.
No. On a serious note, there needs to be a way to actually look at how severe it is. N word is an N word. There needs to be an actual like rigid system. The point that I'm trying to make without getting too lost in the joke is that like there needs to be a rigid system of like really really like banning the player, banning the fan, and also fining them, and also holding the people that are near the fan accountable in some way, because some of it is like we can't
Hold
be
on,
waiting.
did this happen on social media?
So no. This actually, I think it was on the state. It was they looked at footage from a stadium, so they actually, um, um, identified the perpetrator. That's what at least this report says, right? But the racial abuse that he suffered after the Euro 2022 final, that happened on social media. So those are two different incidents, right?
Okay, right. I understood.
So that's the point that I'm trying to get at is like those should be treat you. Can you treat them equally when you're trying to like punish somebody? Do you treat those like racial abuse on social media? Is it the same as racial abuse in person? Is this
Well,
the
bro,
question? I
I
don't
think
know.
racist is racist, isn't it? Look, like I said there, racist is racist, bro. As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Okay.
Look, I don't think you can put anything like that into different tiers. That's like saying any crime. Oh, well, there's different
Mhm.
tiers of a different crime, and let's not. I'm not even going to mention any of them. To get what I'm saying right now, yeah, because we're in football show. But
Yeah,
any different kind of crime, you could never imagine saying that you would put it in different tiers. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you get what I mean? You cannot
I
be
hear
saying,
you.
God,
I
oh,
hear you.
that was a tier one burglary. You get me?
Yeah, but surely five N words is different from one N word.
No. Why?
Why?
That's makes you less racist. Hold on. Does it make that person less racist?
No, but it's like
Listen, if I
stealing
racially
candy and
abuse
stealing a
hold on,
car
if
is
I
different.
racially abuse somebody once or 5 times, does it make me any less racist, boss?
It does not make you less racist, but the punishment you
And
should get
what
should be different from somebody. We need to be more severe on the guy that says it like five times. That's what I'm trying to get at. Do you see it from my perspective? I'm not saying I'm not saying there's tears.
retail boss?
All right. To wrap up this point,
Brother,
one
it's true
N
though.
word, 5 year ban, two N words, 10-year ban. There we go. That's me as the judge. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I disagree. Listen, whatever the harshest punishment. Look, well, my
Yeah,
opinion is let's just wrap this up. Yeah, we'll talk about this another time, maybe on a truth is truth. Yeah, but
yeah,
let's just wrap this up in the terms of like, I don't care if it's 1 or 20. The minute you
yeah,
do that and deliver that to somebody, I mean, obviously you got your private group chats. If you want to go and be racial in there, you can go and do that privately. You can say anything you want to your brethren. That's all your business. But the minute you take the stage and you're delivering that to people who don't need that energy, nobody needs that energy. Let's face it. Yeah, you should never be talking to someone that disrespectfully anytime. Yeah, let alone to their face or in public or whatever, social media, it doesn't make a difference. Once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, the severest punishment, whatever it is. That's what I think. And
yeah.
that's it for me.
I hear you.
Anyway, because
I
for
hear
me,
you.
boss, I can't lie. That came from you was
Nah.
that's the
Anyway,
ugly.
it's
Ugly.
ugly. Racism is ugly at the end of the day, and we don't condone it. No room for racism. We need to be
So
moving.
where do you want to go next? Because you wasn't here when I chose the subject to go for ugly first. You disappeared. You did a Houdini.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
disappeared
mean,
out here.
we can go
Oh,
with the good. Let's start with the good. Do you want to introduce the
let's
good?
go. What
Come
is the
on.
good for the week?
The good for the week. Well, if I'm going to introduce it, okay. All right. It's with the fact that we are unbeaten in 4 games. Our last loss was to Brentford, I believe. And we are actually, there's one way to look at this. Of course, it would have been nice if we had registered another win on the trot. But at the end of the day, I look at it from the fact that like we are unbeaten in 4 games. We beat Sunderland 2-0. We beat Liverpool 2-1. We beat Brighton 4-2. And then we drew with Nottingham Forest 2-2. That in itself is actually a little positive step to say that we are headed in a good direction. It's for a team that has been lacking direction and not we haven't been knowing where we're going in terms of results. Well, it's nice to just sort of see that. And I say this, with the caveat that of course this game really should have been a win for Manchester United. We had it in our hands. We scored first. We laid the first punch, and had we managed this game differently and not switched off for 5 minutes, who knows what could have happened? And what that momentum, that win versus Nottingham Forest would have done for us going into the game facing Tottenham next. So at the end of the day, it's a good thing that we did not lose, and I'm happy, and I would consider that the good for the week. What are you gonna say?
What do you say to this though? We're celebrating for unbeaten in 4 games. Standards are on the floor. Standards are on the floor.
Standards are on the floor because the club has been below the floor, fam. So wake up, get out of your rock. We deserve better. And look at the fact that we have been below the basement, fam. So now it's time we actually just look at where we are headed. And you got to use the latest sample. And the sample size says, you know what? 4 games unbeaten. Our last loss was back in September, fam. So, yeah, it was a good.
Look, I know Vegeta's being sarcastic, yeah, but look, Ruben is our Lord and Savior, so we have to accept that answer. Look, do you know the funny thing is, right? I hear what he's saying. I know he's being sarcastic, yeah, but the funny thing is, look, I think just now that we're doing better, don't you feel like there's even more of a divide amongst the fan base, which is kind of crazy? Like, I feel like the fact that he's doing better, I'm actually become more of a neutral now, more than anything. When it comes to the situation, I find people like you, the Ruben Inners, yeah, and people like we deserve better, the Ruben Outers are like going head to head right now on some kind of like, well, you're celebrating only 4 wins, standards on the floor, and you guys are like, yeah, but we've been so shit. Look what Ruben's done for us. You know what I mean? It's kind of that meter that's going up and down right now. That I'm like, why even? Can't we just all just get to this kind of even keel where we're like, you know what? I want Ruben in. And the other guys on the other side, you know what? I don't trust Ruben, but we can enjoy what's happening right now, at least. And it's been so shit for so long. We've got to enjoy we've got to enjoy what's happening right now. Enjoy the now for now, if you know what I mean. You got to enjoy the now for now.
I totally agree with that, and I think to answer your question, there is a little bit of like, some people. First of all, I don't know where the division is coming from. I'll say that because we are supposed to be more happy that our club is moving in a direction, right, and in a good direction, and there are certain people, obviously, like, as I said to you earlier, like, I've been a big supporter of Ruben Amorim and saying give him time, even when it was the worst times, and it seemed like I was just sort of just blindly backing a manager, but when I wasn't, so I've done my part of like, no, hold on. They have done my part of being like, yeah. Look, you guys, I should give me my flowers. I've done that part. We're past that stage already. Right now, we're looking at the club together from the same perspective. I think that's where I come from. So I'm not in a divisive spirit at all. I'm not in a.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are doing a lot too quickly as well. Let's just get to that, because I feel like, you see what, I did the thing of give me my flowers. Even that pisses me off. I'm not going to lie to you, but this is why it pisses me off, yeah? Because you got to think about it like this. What am I giving you flowers for? What, because you backed the manager till he started getting things right?
No, seeing the picture you didn't see, for seeing it earlier than you, for telling you that, listen, you want to
yet, bro. Nothing. It's not finished. The season ain't finished. Do you understand?
Nobody said the season finished. Nobody said the season finished.
What are you taking flowers for?
Taking flowers for saying, listen, the performances, the good results will come. The performances have not been bad. And you're saying, no. The results are bad, so everything's got to be bad. It's like, no. Listen, it's looking bad. Some of y'all, you lot that were against Ruben Amorim, saying he'll never turn it around. And then listen, bro, we're not gonna go back into this again. You're not gonna pull me in. Are you trying to trigger a conversation we've had before, Joe?
Have
Is this
a conversation, bro. This is a show where we have conversations about Manchester
okay?
United. So
Okay, 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 okay. All right.
what are you talking about? Yes, I'm trying to draw you into a conversation. Yes, yes, I am. Yeah, we are
All
talking
right.
about.
Well, I'll put it out there that I'm very, very wary of what I'm saying right now, and I'm picking my words carefully because I think I know what you're trying to do. But my point is, right now, we may seem to be divided, but we really shouldn't be. At the end of the day, we're all supporters of the same club. We want what's best for our club. And the thing about the conversation about giving flowers early, whatever, that part for me is not important. I'm not a I told you so merchant. I can say it once or twice, but like I'm not somebody that's gonna run all week and say it. That's just me. Other people are different. There are other people that have been supporting Ruben Amorim that are vocal that keep on saying stuff like that. So that's all I want to say about that. Also, I wanna remind people to kindly hit the like button. If you haven't hit it yet, we have about 22 people watching right now. Make sure there's 22 likes minimum. And also go to Joe Blackman's channel. It's called Backhand Entertainment. We're streaming this show to his channel as well if you're watching this on Football Power Hour. But do you get what I was trying to say, Joe, about the fact that like we are not really as fragmented as it may seem?
Yeah,
There
I
is
think
there is pundit.
I think the devil's in the details sometimes, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's the saying, right? The devil's in the details. And when you
yeah.
think about it, yeah, it's the little things that you say that rattles people. Yeah. And it's not just you, probably little things that I say as well that rattles your side. Because the side that I'm on is that Ruben Amorim, I wanted him out. I didn't think he was going to turn this around. I've got hate coins on Ruben Amorim finishing with more losses than wins, yeah. And the way it's looking, it's like I'm gonna have to hold another hot chip for that, yeah. So when, so, but don't get me wrong, I would prefer that. I would prefer that than to have, we go another season where everything's shit and we have to replace everything again, and he gets fired and the cycle starts again. Do you know what I mean? So I'm actually happy that he's turning things around. If things work, we finish in the top four, because that's what I'm hoping for him now. I'm hoping for a top four finish. Yeah, if he does that, he's got my full backing. Yeah, regardless, I don't care if he gets in top four.
Okay.
100% full backing. And I'm like, I've been seeing so far. And this is what I just want people to understand. Yeah. It's not a thing of where, like what you're saying about, oh, yeah, flowers, because I backed this guy in the dark times. No, bro. Because for me, you said that you was backing him like, you said you wasn't backing him blindly. Yeah. But to me, you was backing him blindly because he could have done no
Yeah.
wrong. You wasn't telling me about all the shit times and how could you stop being in 17th and all them kind of things.
It's you that was blind to the facts that I could see.
Sick microphone.
It's not like as I was saying, it's you. It's not backing the manager blindly. It's you being blind to the facts that I could see. You get what I'm saying? This is all SLD. This is false, fake news, false propaganda. Please. I'm not that kind of person. Don't make me that kind of person. But at the end of the day, it's not, as I said, it's like if our club wins, we all win. There is other parts that while we're talking about fragmentation of our fan base, there's something that I want to lift up real quick about Gary Neville, who seems to sort of have like a certain way of talking about Sesko that like feels like I don't know if it feels. Here's what Gary Neville said.
Okay.
He said,
So hold on. Are we changing? Hold on 1 second. Are we changing?
Yeah. I think this one gets in the bed a little bit. Yeah, Joe. This is spontaneous.
Okay. We're changing this live, people. This was not the plan. This was not the bad, by the way. He just changed this live on air. So let's just go with it. Let's just run with it. What is the bad, bro? Show me.
So Gary Neville, I think he was speaking, was it NBC? He said these words on Sesko. He says the jury is out. He's well off it compared to the other summer signings Man United made, like Cunha and Mbumo. He says also this about Sesko. He says he looks awkward. He had a couple of good opportunities against Forest, but his touch wasn't quite right. for 80 million pounds. You can say he's young and settling in, but you still want to see a bit more. Now,
I mean, what do you disagree with?
Wait. Let me tell you what I disagree with. First of all, Benjamin Sesko wasn't 80 million pounds. One.
Okay,
Right?
how much was he exactly? If we're gonna get into semantics.
Okay. Let's see. The initial payment we made was 76.5 million.
Mm-hmm. Was that
Euro.
pounds?
That's euros. Let me see what's that in pounds. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so Man United agree $74 million deal for Leipzig striker Sesko. There we go. That's the BBC report. Like that when we signed Sesko, it was 74 million. So there's inflation tax in Gary Neville's rhetoric. 1. 2, he's singling Sesko out, saying, you know, let's be clear. The game versus Forest, our forwards weren't clicking. Cunha didn't score. Mbuma didn't score. Why are you going to single Sesko out just like that and say, you know, he looks awkward? It's like already, for me, he's kind of putting a little bit of like unnecessary scrutiny right now on Sesko. Hold on. Let me land. When somebody like Jamie Carragher, you seen Jamie Carragher talk like this about Ekitike? You seen Jamie Carragher talk about this about Isak? That's all that I'm coming at this angle from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to make a meal out of a mountain, whatever that saying is. Make some
a mountain out of a molehill.
Mountain out of a molehill. There we go. Thank you. So, but like this. I feel like there is something that needs to be called out. One, for that price inflation like conversation, and the fact that he's just singling Sesko out and giving him unnecessary scrutiny. What were you gonna say?
Well, I don't know if it's unnecessary. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, the guy's a pundit, yeah. And was that the whole article, or was it an article? Was he saying
He
this
was
live
speaking on TV to NBC Sport.
Okay. And right, I'm guessing if he was speaking to NBC, I'm guessing he also spoke about other players. Is that just a segment he said about Sesko? These are the things. You know, when people say context, like everything's out of context. Look, you could snip something and make anything sound like anything these days. Do you get what I'm saying? Did he speak about just Sesko, or was it just what he said about Sesko? Maybe he did speak about Mbeumo. Maybe he spoke about the defense as well. You know, there's things that you have to think about.
I didn't watch the whole segment, but the part that I saw, he didn't say nothing about Cunha, nothing bad about Mbeumo.
That's the clip in it. Sometimes you have to watch things in the entirety. I'm not saying that he did it, by the way, because I've not seen it at all. You've just brought it to my attention. But what I'm trying to say is that you can't just take that and just say, "Oh my God, he's bullying Sesko. You know, he's singling him out. He's bringing unnecessary pressure."
Okay, all right. It's okay. So it's okay with you if somebody.
Often his price tag wrong. 1 second, let me land, bro.
Land,
someone's price tag is if the problem was the price tag, fair enough, innit? Yeah. But everything else he said is not something that any footballer should be shy from some sort of criticism. Do you know what I mean? All he's saying that, you know, you looked a bit clunky out there, whatever he said,
awkward.
It looks a bit awkward out there, yeah. And you know, for 80 million pounds, you want better. So let's just say he gave him some criticism, bro. What's wrong with that? Why can't our players?
Again, I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with that. You never seen Jamie Carragher talk like this about Ekitike, about Isak. Gary Neville, you've been a Man United player. You should know what it's like to be young and adapting to a new country. You're in a new massive club, new system, new manager, and you're showing flashes of brilliance. And you have actually, it's not like you're horrible. How many goals? Is it 3 and 4 or 2 and 4? Yeah, it's like.
Why does he have to act like Jamie Carragher? Why can't he be the guy that calls out his own players?
Well, he needs to know that he's part of the problem if he's going to go in and just go in on our players and start scrutinizing people like this negatively. These guys, nobody's talking about them. They're all protective of their players because they know the power of narrative and the power of what you can make a whole fan base start thinking. right now, Gary Neville should be using his power to try and protect our players the same way like Jamie Carragher and all the other guys are doing with the Liverpool players, bro. You can't tell me that there's something inherently wrong.
Look, I don't mind a bit of honest criticism every now and then, bro. Like, I
Hey,
understand
honest criticism should be there all the time. Yeah.
If that's how he feels, that's how he feels, bro.
Okay.
Like, all of this, sometimes everybody don't need mollycoddling as well, innit? Yeah, I'm tired of this whole protect these players in bubble wrapper bullshit. I don't think he's done nothing too bad. It's not like he said, oh, he's the worst player that we bought. Oh my God, he's shit. He ain't done nothing this season. He just said, he looks a bit clunky, and for £80 million, he wanted to perform better. Like, what is wrong with saying that? And I know it's the only thing that was wrong was the price tag, but can you not say that for any of them? Like, well, not any of them, sorry. Can you not say that for any player that's performing badly? Like, for whatever their price is, I want them to be playing better.
Yeah, first you got to get the price right so that you don't push a false agenda. All I'm saying is it's seeming like it's agenda driven, and I'm just calling it out, saying it's bad.
Okay. I mean, if anybody else agrees with Bots, please let me know if he feels like it's agenda driven. Because I don't really feel there's anything wrong with what he said, if I'm being honest with you, bro. But you got to criticize the player sometimes, and maybe he was asked the direct question. From what you saw,
criticize the player all the time, but get his price tag right, and also make sure it's about you gotta first of all empathize, because you are Gary Neville. You know what the pressure of playing for Manchester United is like. Look at your colleagues. Look at how they're handling players for the clubs that they support, and take a little note from that, because you can be a part of the problem or you can be a solution. That's all. That's where I stand with it. But you know what? I want to hear what other people think about it. So let's go in and say we deserve better.
I'm so glad. We deserve better. Called it straight away. Yes, first in line. Yes. We're bringing we deserve better in straight away.
First,
how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Firstly, are you guys Indian? Because your timing is the Indian timing. It went from yesterday to today. I was just kind of like, what? Oh. I'm glad I have a life. Otherwise, I'd be really, really stressed.
Well, yesterday was on Bots. Today, well, the day before was on me. So you know what? We've actually changed it like from 2 days. Right? Let's get into that. Let's not get into
that. We're here.
But how are you doing? We deserve better. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you guys? Honestly?
I mean, the weekend was not bad. We didn't lose.
I was going to say the thing about Gary Neville and all of them. I mean, they were good players, but as pundits, I really don't give a seriously about what they say. I think they're woeful as pundits. And pundits, you know what they're like. They need to light a bit of flame. They need to gaslight people so that they're relevant. They all do it. And yeah, Neville, I agree with you in some degree. He always seems to go in hard on United players. It's almost like he has to prove that he is a non-biased ex-United player. So he does it a bit too much. But I kind of see that, and I kind of see it for what it is. So I'm not really touched, but bothered by him. Really.
You know what? Though we deserve better. The only caveat I would add to that though is that, or pushback I should say, is that he didn't do it with Ollie. He refused to criticize Ollie.
Yeah, you're bang on. Yeah, mates.
So why can't he do it with Man United players?
Mates tax. Mates tax. Mates tax. Yeah,
that's the only little bit I would say with that. I would, even though I disagree, I think he could. I think he should say what he said. He's entitled to his opinion, but that is the only bit that would make me question. He didn't do it with Ollie. No, not once. Not even a little bit. Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Cross that line.
So
that way he could protect our players. He could. So
yeah, Ruben just needs to be mates with him. Then I suspect.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Also something that SLG is saying about Gary, he used to be very vocal about being Glazers out. And all of a sudden, the last 2 years, It's
Yeah,
quiet.
but you know why that is? He's part of the consortium. So that interview that he done with Jim Glazer was the biggest load of nonsense. People were saying, "Oh, Garrett Neville asked the questions that we needed to." Stuff. No, he wasn't. He'd already given him the questions before the bloody interview. He is part of the consortium that is going to Manchester City Council to get that train track removed and to put the new stadium in place. He's in there. Big. Do you think he's going to say anything about Ineos or the Glazers?
There we go.
Puppet.
That's see, that's something I never thought about as well. He is part of the consortium, so all that stuff has died down. You know what I mean? And plus, not only that, Radcliffe is the one that's in charge of stuff now, and it's he's calming down on it because the Glazers ain't technically in control. But
just going back to the football. Look, for me, I can't get excited about 4 matches. I'm 53. I've seen us where we wouldn't. It'd be embarrassing if we were celebrating 4 games unbeaten. It'd be embarrassing. The standard was you won every single match. You know, we didn't come outside the top 3 for over 2 decades. So I can't get excited, but I see the progression. I'm not one of these haters that like. Look, I'm a Man United fan. Full stop. And I'm like you, Joe, right? I don't want to go through another bloody manager merry-go-round. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I've even put my hands up to the formation. Do it. Make it work. You can't change a formation. I was an advocate for 4-2-3-1. I'm not anymore because I see Cunha and Mbeumo playing with class in those positions now. So you can't change that formation. Just get better midfielders in, right? If you want this formation to work, get better midfielders in and sort out your wing backs. What I will say about Sunday's match, he should have won that game. He was a coward. He made subs against Liverpool and he made subs against Brighton and he almost cost him the game. And because of that, he was scared to do it against these lot. We were 2-1 down and he bought on defensive subs. Cunha, Sesko and Bromo weren't linking up with the midfield. What you need to do was take Sesko off and bring Mount in. He would have linked up the play. He would have plugged the midfield and we would have got something out of that game. He's a coward. He needs to change that.
Ooh, you know what? Good conversation. Hey, listen, but you know what though? Do you know what? That does bring me to what should have been the bad that we removed for your segment, yeah? Is it because we have what are our subs good? Do we have a good bench? That's the question, really. Do we have a good bench? Does the manager look across to his bench and thinks, that guy's, apart from Mount, because I know he likes Mount, I know he likes Mason Mount, yeah? Does he look at his bench and go, I think you can change the game, you can change the game, and you can change the game?
Let me tell you who was on the bench versus Forest. Let's see. Okay, we had Patrick Dogu, we had Mazraoui, Binder, Heaven, Maguire, Maino, Ugarte, Mount, and Xerxes.
So Mount, Xerxes, and who else? Hold up. So take out all. Give me just the attacking names. Mount,
Xerxes, and I guess Maino. You can play him in an attacking position. Yeah.
So only 3 people on the bench already are attacking options.
Underwhelming options, honestly. Like it's not like he has a crazy amount of attackers to choose from.
All the defensive names you just named: Mazraoui, Maguire, a goalkeeper, obviously. Who else?
Heaven, Ugarte, Dogu.
That's what I'm saying. All these names are just defensive names. I mean, Dogu, you could argue he does give something going forward because he is very direct when he plays on that wing. Do you know what I mean? He's a very direct player, and he does offer you something in terms of bombing down that wing and giving you a cross to supply something. He does do that quite a lot.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? Maybe it's a bench situation, isn't it? Maybe he doesn't see the bench. Let's ask young Pappy, Mr. Young Bill.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Big up, Broski.
Yes, big up yourselves.
Let me ask you what you think, bro. Do you think the manager has like anxiety when he looks at our bench? When he looks across, he goes, "Nah, fam, not them man there still."
Yeah, I can back that saying, but I also back the fact that he does have cowardness about him during the games and all of that.
Ooh,
Like
you're not
with
the
substitutions and stuff, to be fair, like, and with this weekend, not gonna lie, it was before we even conceded our goals. Ahmad was looking very shaky, Donny back. So I was actually calling for the change, not hating on Ahmad unless he could be pushed forward or whichever, but we needed that change, and it was crosses just coming over, coming over, coming every like 2 minutes. It was a cross from Callum Hudson-Odoi, whoever was on that left hand side, and it for us. It was just given too much open space, you know, too much allowance, and we conceded the goals, and then we got Della, who's got caught lacking again. I'll be surprised, no, but we suffer from it every single game. Every game.
with
I
with
feel
with
I feel
Dallo.
Gallows. Look, I've said it everywhere I've been. Yeah, on UV, on KGs. I'm always saying this. He gets picked because he's that guy that just gives
Yeah.
everything. Not give.
No, the thing is, he's a hard-working player.
Yeah,
You can't deny that. I just question his IQ in game battles.
Yeah.
Why are you? It's times when I see him above Seska, like in front of Seska. Why are you attacking? Can you just be a defender, please, and let the attackers be the attackers and do what they have to do?
bro. No, he can't. That's the thing, bro. To be
Oh, I
efficient
already
in
know
this
he
system,
can't. Oh, I already know
you
he can't.
can't do that. Yeah,
No,
because
I
let's
already
face
know.
it, our best wing back options are attackers. That's the funny
Yeah,
thing. Yeah?
yeah,
Our best wing back options are attackers, and that's what he has to either adapt into, or he's going to get turned into a centre back. It's one of them
yeah.
two. Bro, if he's going to play in this team, he can't just defend. As we all know, our wing backs give us so much opportunities. Yeah. So, in fact, this either improves his attacking or, bro,
Well, this
I don't
is
know.
it. Yeah, either improve your attacking, but you're not even giving us nothing in the attack as well. You're just in the way. That's where I come along and be like, well, just stay back. Like, just, help out Donnie back where we lack. Well,
Court,
1-0 up. We can,
Court says that's an instruction from the manager. To be
a
fair,
manager don't have you trotting back when guys are 5 yards in front of you on a sprint, and you're just gonna allow that because the manager says something. You gotta take initiative as a player. And that's what makes you a better player as well, and be more favoritized with the manager, if you ask me, rather than just allowing a player to go just because, like I
yeah,
see it with Vinny, I see it with a lot of them attacking players of today. You're not that attacking player. You're a defender, actually, still.
yeah.
Half defender, half winger, if you want to say that.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it.
Mm.
And
The
it
main
was
focus should just be Donny back, and that's where he causes us too many goals.
I was about to say though, do you trust him defensively though? What is his best trait?
Oh
Is
no, I
his
don't. But if that's the
is
case,
it
then we need somebody that can. I never want to start him. I'm gonna be honest. I want to sell him. I've been wanting to sell him, so that's where I stand on that. To be fair, so I see him playing. I know we're gonna concede.
Mm. Yeah.
so what's our best wing back options? I understand why he's picking low. So what's our wing back what's our best wing back pairing right now? Left back, left wing back, and right wing back. Obviously Ahmad right wing back, yeah.
You're
Who's
gonna
our
do
best
this
left
to me with 3 seconds to go. Luke Shaw and Ahmad.
as well?
Luke Shaw.
Ah!
He was he
Ah!
wanted to exit with a sin bin, he did that on purpose. Look at him laughing.
Luke Shaw, not Luke Shaw. Not Luke Shaw. No, Luke Shaw. But is that true though? In this big day and age, in big 2025, is Luke Shaw one of our best wing backs?
No. I think it's definitely Ahmad is right wing back. Left wing back, I think when informed Dogu, bro, the way Dogu started the season, he was such a different player. I don't know what happened with him, but because he gives so much physicality, so much presence, offensive and defensive, and you can tell he gives his all as well. Like I hear what you guys are saying about Dalo, but Dorgu also does the same when he's in form. He's actually, I feel like, has the potential to be our best wing back. But I haven't seen Luke Shaw run up and down the field in a long time, so I don't know about him on left wing back, to be honest. But let's hear what Vegeta will say about it.
All right, let's go. Vegeta, what's going on, bro?
Yo.
There you
So
go.
yeah, just a few points from the show. Big up, guys. Big up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Joe is here because bots can't get away with his shenanigans from his channel. But I will start with the positives.
Start with
okay?
the good. Start with the good.
I'll start with the positives.
Yeah.
When I look at the game that we played over the weekend, the one positive I will say, and I think Ruben said it, traditionally this team, after losing the lead, I feel like would have capitulated. Because that's all I've seen from them since Ruben has been here, is that when they start losing, I see Bruno crying, I see people wanting to beef with each other. So I guess if the bar is low, like they fought because they got 2-2. They didn't capitulate. I think that's a positive,
Yeah. Team mentality is building. That's what you want. You want.
Yeah. If we're looking at the whole body of work, that's a positive that I see
Okay.
from Ruben's team, that they're not capitulating, and my captain didn't lose his head like he always does. So
Okay.
that's a positive.
Okay. All right. Now,
I wish Joe was here. I don't know where Mr. Joe is or
I'm still
what's
here.
going on.
I'm still here.
yo,
I'm still here.
am I gonna shut down your opinion? What? Why?
No, I want to answer Joe's question he asked as
Okay.
to why do people feel the way they do and why are people being the way they are. And I was directed towards you, and nobody was here to answer. And I think the sheer gaslighting of ignore the past and just embrace the present is why people are the way they are. Whether you like it or not, even if you are Nostradamus who saw the future, because that's what you're saying, we didn't see, right? That's what you said even on your channel. We didn't see that we would be here. You're Nostradamus. I'm happy for you. You are God. You have the ability to see into the future. Most people were criticizing based on the present, which is the past right now. And in the past, we were losing. We finished 15th and we lost the final. So when you tell people ignore all of that just because it's good now, then people are going to resort to sarcasm and not even trying to engage in a conversation. We are not saying that you are necessarily wrong in your assessment of now, but you also have to open up to the fact that the past happened. You can't just undo the past. It happened. And that's why people felt the way they did. You get what I'm saying? And if you allow both of these things to exist in the same room, maybe you'll get less sarcasm. That's all I'm saying, bots.
I don't even have any words for excitement of how we just put you to school, bro. It's true.
We're on the
Yeah,
same camp. We're on the same camp. Go ahead.
Said about the other side as well, though. The same has to be said about the other side because you do have the extremists on our side as well, though, Vegeta, that are like, oh my god.
But here's the problem, Joe. Here's the problem.
That's the thing.
But here's the problem. It's just like with politics. There was a left side and a right side. But the people who are suffering are the centrists. The people who are like saying it's bad, but we don't want the manager out. We just want these things. They are being annihilated by both sides. You can't criticize Ruben. It has to be the players, or it'll be good. Let's stick it out. It's like there are people on the center who are saying, with each game, I'm seeing ABC, I want ABC, and those are the people who are turning on you. So I'm just saying, when you say where's the divide, it's not a divide. You've taken the majority of people who are in the center, and because you have to choose a side with this fan base, I can't just talk about the game and the season that we've had. Then you get those people thrown to the extreme side. That's what happens, guys. That's the reality. And then people don't want to engage in a football conversation when you do that to them, because we can't have the opinion of what we are seeing with our eyes. It must be the one side, the left, or the other side's opinion that we must filter everything to. That's where the divide comes from. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Vegeta. Fiji, are you a pastor? Are you a pastor?
No, but I have
preaching.
preached.
Because
I
you
have
was
preached.
preaching.
No, I dissect because I'm a regular contributor to the channel, right? And one of the things I've tried is to just let people from either side talk, because the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's life. There's my perspective, your perspective, then there's the truth. It's somewhere
That's the
in the
truth.
center.
That is the very truth. Listen. Hey, true
But anyway,
words
let
couldn't
the
have been
other
spoken
callers
for
come
you. Hey,
on.
listen. Big up yourself, man. What a call of the day so far. Call of the day so far, 100%. You know what? Yeah. What's this? You bring this up. What's up?
The Good Day says 4 games unbeaten is something you say about a newly promoted side or one fighting relegation, but that is where the bar is.
I mean, that is kind of what we just was alluding to when he first called in. That is what he was alluding to when he called in. That was the first things out of his mouth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of the first things out of his mouth. He did say that. Do you know what I mean? Are we little fish now, though? Because last season humbled us. Let's just be honest. Last season humbled us. We couldn't talk bad to nobody. There was we even lost to Tottenham in the finals. Yeah, bro. We were well and severely humbled last season as Manchester United fans. Yeah. I think also, you know, when people speak about the bar, oh my God, this is where the bar is now. I think, yeah, guys, sometimes we have to say this is where the bar is now. Yeah. And stop bigging up our chest like we're saying we're the biggest gorilla in the room, because we're not no more. You get me? So sometimes just take it for what it is. Yeah, we got 4 wins in a row and we ain't done that in how long. So please just enjoy it. You know, just from now on, just enjoy it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just enjoy it, because you don't know when the dark days are coming again. So remember that. Just remember that, innit? All right, let's
Kind of
bring in the next
ironic
caller.
that his name is The Good Days Are Going. That's kind of funny. All right, let's go to the next caller. Make sure you hit the like button, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Let's go, Charles.
Yo,
Gorilla, hey.
what?
What's
boss.
good?
Wagwan.
What's bad? What's ugly, Charles?
Good. Casemiro, easy. Bad. Probably say Dalo. Ugly. Amorim's managerial decisions. I'll just leave it that way, you know.
Okay, no, that's the third person. That's the third person now to
Yeah,
complain about Amram's managerial.
yeah, I'm just being fair because like Dalo was bad here, but we have a right back playing left wing back in a system where the wing backs have to be wingers. So what we are expecting from Dalo and even Dogu, they get in all those 1v1 positions and they ain't 1v1 specialists. They ain't attackers. So they ain't got the facilities. They can't do it, you know, and it just looks ugly. It looks jarring. But you know, I needed a goal, and I saw Mazraoui come on, and I saw Dogu come on, and that was it. I don't know why my manager would choose to do me like that. You know, I would actually give him part of the blame as to why Sesko is under the microscope right now. I can't blame anyone for talking about Sesko because really, when he plays, he don't do nothing.
Ooh.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming Sesko. We don't play to the striker. We don't. No matter what we do.
Didn't he provide an assist for Mbumo?
He provided an assist. But what else did he do in that game? How many times did you see him in that game? Like, he can have these moments where he taps the ball in from that defender's header, and we were all saying, oh, he has the poaching instinct ever since he hasn't really scored. So all these things, we don't play to the striker. We just have bare attack-minded players. That's the best way to put it. We have bare attack-minded players. Nobody cares for Sesko. When Cunha has the ball, he's taking the shots. When Mbumo has the ball, Mbumo wants to be Salah. He wants to finish off chances. He ain't a creator. Bruno, when we were seeing the best of Bruno, we were calling him a second striker, so to speak. Ahmad too,
You know what though?
he gets into situations.
But don't you feel like Mbuma? And I can think Mbuma could play the provider position, bro. He provided a lot for Tony when he was playing at Brentford, fam.
He can, but when you look at his stats, wasn't it 20 goals and 7 assists or something, 7 or 6 assists? Like he can do it. That just means he's an intelligent player. Like, you know, if he gets into a position, he can pick out a pass. But most times he wants to be finishing up chances. That's what he wants to do. And my biggest fear right now is our attack is basically our right-hand side. And we are coming towards a period where our right-hand side is gone. Left-hand side is dead. Who is going to be playing right wing back? It's probably going to be Dalo, maybe Dalo and Dogu. It's already dire. Who is going to be playing 10? Probably Mason Mount, but Mason Mount gives us one game every 2 months?
I think Xerxes might get a sneaky start. Xerxes might get a sneaky
brother,
start.
Xerxes is cold. He ain't even, brother, Xerxes ain't getting nothing. I don't even understand. Like, he ain't getting nothing. Xerxes, he is, bro.
He hasn't shown up.
Like Bot said about Mainu. Said it about Mainu, yeah? He should wait.
Mainu is getting nothing, bro. Mainu. Just get my Xerxes and Mainu. Move, bro. Like, these guys are getting nothing. Brother, it's going to be Mount and it's going to be Ugarte. Yeah, we know for sure them two are going to be touching pitch. Bruno probably moves into the 10. Casemiro, Ugarte pivots, and we're cooked. Then you have Dalo on the right, Dogu on the left, and a Sesko that we don't really create for. You know, we are in a situation where everybody wants to be fighting for no reason. We have won three games. We have drawn 1. Instead of us to just be happy that, we have points on the board.
Yeah.
People are here looking for accolades. People are there arguing nothing has changed. Brother, louder for now. You guys don't understand how precarious this position we are in is. We did 3 wins in a row, but now we are back to getting back-to-back wins. We need to get back-to-back wins to show, okay, it wasn't a fluke. You man are talking about give me accolades. Brother, chill out.
Give me my flowers, Charles. Get out of here. I get my flowers. Let me smell them, all right?
There's only one person asking flowers around here. There's only one person asking flowers around here. I need no flowers,
bro.
you understand?
Listen.
Me no want no flowers from no man.
You never been on the like when you know very well, you know, the when you were supporting Eric Ten Hag and everybody was just shouting at you. Like, you know what? Let me enjoy my moment too. All right. So,
but you know what? Yeah, this is one thing I want to say. This is what I was, bro. You was there with me on the THDL train at one point as well. Yeah. So this is why it was kind of crazy for you, the way that you was reacting, because there was more substance behind what you was defending at the time. Now I understand that you obviously was in the head of this guy and saw the vision, because I couldn't see the vision, of what he wanted to do in it, because everything he was doing for me was failing as far as I'm concerned. But you saw the vision. That's the only thing I'll give you credit for. You must have saw the vision. You must have.
I'll take that. I saw the vision. Flowers. Thank you very much.
You was there like Martin Luther King. You and him had a dream. You had a dream. You had a dream. Yeah, and you saw that dream and you shared that dream. But I never shared that dream. Do you understand? Do you understand what I mean? All right, then. That's what I'm saying, man. We just didn't feel like you was backing anything with facts as well. Every time I ask you why though, what have you seen? Because man.
TV Wonder Vision. All right, let's bring in the next caller. Let's go.
Doctor. No.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, Doctor?
I'm all right.
We're
Is
chilling.
my audio all right?
Your audio is audio.
You sound a bit far away. You sound a bit far away from your microphone, though.
I'm actually right up close to it, so hold on.
Oh, you sound like this though. You sound like you're doing this. Can you hear me?
Am I better? Am I better?
Yeah, that's better.
You always
That's
sound
okay.
close to
Great.
me, Doctor. For me, it's all.
Ah!
But what are you doing?
Okay. All right. Let's get to business.
You always why am I always the third wheel on the show when she comes in? You know what?
That
Oh,
is
Stephen
definitely
left.
the
You
ugly.
know what, Stephen? Call back, Stephen. I saw that you was there. Now I'm the third wheel, so go on, Doctor. Let me just be the
Yeah.
third wheel.
So the good
What's
thing.
good? What's bad? What's
I'm not.
ugly?
Do you know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
start with the bad and the ugly. The bad is Amarim and his subs. The only thing I'm gonna talk about Amarim that what happened on Saturday is the subs. Switching out Mason Mount for Sexpo because it wasn't happening. Like he should have done it, but we don't know why. Maybe I don't know. We don't know why. Whether he was protecting Mason Mount, especially with how fragile he is. It's like covering him with
And
bubble wrap. I understand that.
don't forget he had a knock maybe 2 weeks ago. Like that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
So
And plus, we're playing. I definitely think that the game versus Spurs, Mount is playing because I feel like he would want to go a different route in the tactics and stuff like that. Dalo, the left side. I feel like I've been talking about the left wing for ages. The left side has to change. Luke Shaw, Dalo, mainly Luke Shaw and Dalo, and maybe Dogu. But I'm not gonna talk about Dogu that much because he's still new. You realize that anybody who comes in January on the January transfer typically has a harder time. Is it acclimatizing to the English Premier League? So Patrice ever had it. British had it. Bruno to some extent had it. So I'm not going to like really do too much on that.
Okay.
Ahmad he didn't have a great game aside from the goal. Yesterday we said it, or Saturday we said it. He did not have, in fact, the entire team didn't have a great game. The good is we drew this game. We walked away with 1 point. Last year we walked away with what? 0 points.
0, yeah. From a
So,
game. You're right.
yeah.
So in your opinion, you said the manager should have brought in Mount, taken off Sesko, and you said also like the good thing is that we drew. What's the ugly?
The ugly. Your wording. When I came in, what did you say?
Get out of here, Doctor. No. What do you
I still
mean?
have 25 seconds. What the hell? What the hell? What is wrong with you? Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, do you know what? I hope your back is better.
Thank you. My back is getting better. Thank you. My back.
Oh, Joe, he broke his back. I don't know what he was.
No. Yo. Cut the music.
I was not to know that you broke your back. Stop it.
All right. Let's keep the show going. Let's go on to should we you pick the next one because we have 2 last callers. Doctor.
Let's bring Stephen in real quick.
Stephen, how you guys hear me?
Big up, Stephen.
All right, cool. Sorry, my line's kind of messed up sometimes. I'm in the States. You know how it goes.
It's all good.
All right. First of all, big up everyone here. I'm just glad we're winning any games. First of all, I didn't really get to see the good friggin' years. Being in the States, I got the tail end of it before I could really watch. So I'm happy for any dub. But we'll go with the good. We have some wins. And Le Mans is bringing stability as a goalkeeper. That's huge. That's our good. The bad, Diego Ice Skate Dalot. I honestly just think he should just be a center back, rotational. Put him in as like if something gets hurt, whatever. Put him in.
Steven, there is no way you would trust that guy at centre back. Centre
Oh, I
back.
didn't say trust. I just said it's an emergency. He's like the last, like he's like when the fire is out. I just need something to put out even like a small flame. I don't trust him at all. Personally, I would rather just get rid of him, but it is what it is. We needed to go center back. We need defense shopping anyway. The ugly is just honestly our fan base. We got to stop arguing over little insignificant shit and just focus on we all want the club to succeed. So let's just cut the personal BS and let's just it's fine to have debates, whatever. Let's go towards the common goal.
Yeah.
Why aren't we seeing like a Casemiro, Kobe Menu pivot? Why aren't we seeing a Mount Menu pivot? Why aren't we rotating Xerxes in on halftime on 60 minutes? Why aren't we changing formations for every team or any other team?
Are you one of these people that's saying that the manager's scared then? Is he moving mad with the substitutions? Is he moving scared as a manager? Is that what you're saying?
He's not moving at all. That's the problem. I don't care if you're scared. You can be scared and move, but you got to make some sort of decision. If something's not working, something's not working. We're all scared to fail, but at least if you're failing, you're trying. You can learn from your mistakes, and he's not going to learn those mistakes until he tries them. He's going to keep making. It's like an alcoholic. You're going to keep making the same mistakes until you decide to put down the bottle. It is what it is.
You spoke to Joe there. Who was your who was your ugly? Like which player do you think performed the worst? I guess that's what I want to ask you, Steve.
Oh, I was saying the ugly was our fan base. Delo was ugly was our fan base. Delo was the bad because at least with Delo you can just bench him and be like, all right, you can at least take him out of the game.
Yeah.
So that's a bad. You can control that cancer, but our fan base, we've been like two angry siblings just punching each other up on the back of the car on the road trip. We can't have that. I'm not gonna have that. Well, I will pull this car over and I'll just leave you guys here at a Burger King or something and come back. I don't know. You kids go run out or something. I don't care. I'm gonna go to Twin Peaks or whatever. I can't deal with this. You two run until you're tired. But I think why are we not seeing a 4-4-3 formation every now and then? Why are we not? Other managers change all the time. You don't have to change the same change the formation. Just adapt. Just adapt to the puzzle before you and adapt to the people before you, like every other manager does. That's all I'm asking.
Did he say
Hold on a
4-4-3?
Yeah. Did you just kick him out? No, let him have his face.
No, I wanted to sidebar real quick. Did Steven say 4-4-3?
Have you
just as an example formation. I'm just saying throw out any formations. 4-4-3 was just the first formation I thought of. Just saying formation. Just change your formation.
You know, so you had the right idea. Kicking him out was the right idea still. Sorry, Steven, I love you. Bro. Listen, have you not heard this guy? If it's one thing I've got to give this guy Amarin props for, I called him, stupid, running up a wall without using his hands and all this kind of things, all sorts of things. But I'll have to give him he's never changing his formation, fam. He's never changing his formation. Get that out of your mind right now. He said something about the Pope.
The Pope will not even change his mind. That's true. You're right. Yeah.
That's one thing I'm going to give him props for. He's stuck to his guns and he's said what he said and he's delivered what he said he's going to do. Well, he's not delivered anything yet, but if you know what I mean, stuck to his guys, he changed it. Yeah. So
big up Steven. He made me laugh, and actually, I shouldn't be laughing so hard because, I my injuries and everything. All right, let's go to the last caller for the day, and the
strap for the loose. Well gone.
What's happening? Good, bad, and ugly. I'll run through it. The good is the title race. We were in for 15 minutes. We were 1-0 up. I saw us on 19 points. The graphics, that was nice. The bad, conceding 2 goals in 2 minutes. That was just reminiscing of Ten Hag or Amorim times last year, where we just got blitzkrieged. And then the ugly, no changes from the bench. I know, Joe, you saw I got Gegan pressed this morning for saying we should make some changes in the wing back position. But I'd rather just no paralysis of analysis, like blame me for wanting to see changes when like you've got the low there doing nothing at the wing back position. But
Don't get me wrong, I know exactly what you did on this morning show, bro. You came in after you heard they say one thing in it about we don't have a strong bench, and then you mentioned all the attackers when really and truly they were talking about the wing backs.
yeah,
But it's
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just misheard it, but obviously, like they're
but
not gonna.
your problem is that you're wrong and strong. Yeah, I know them ones. Don't worry, I've
Nah,
been
but you
there.
have to be wrong and strong when you got six man rushing you, and they're not gonna hear that you're wrong. So you gotta swing out in the corner. So you're not gonna let none of them chat to you no type of way, bro. That's how
You.
it's gotta be. So if I'm wrong and strong, I'm wrong and strong like the Hulk. Do you know what I mean? You know what I meant.
I hear it, bro. I hear it sometimes, but sometimes you just read the room wrong. You're just like, no, I misheard. But we do have a strong bench, though. Like, attacking
Yeah.
wise, I was just afraid to use them. Like a lot of people have come here today and said the same thing you said, but just at the right subject point. That's all. Yeah. Said that.
Yeah. No, it was a bit mad, but do you know what it is? I just want to see. I
Did
just
you
want to
think?
see the best players on the pitch. I don't think the formation matters as much as people are making out. Like, yeah, get the low left wing back. You want another wing back in that position, but like football's a simple game. Just get your best players on the football pitch and let them play football. And the low is clearly not one of our best players. So I really just want to see like changes in any kind of form, just to see them play. So I think Mazraoui left wing back couldn't really do a better job. You put an Aiden Heaven left centre back. You put I don't know if it's Shaw middle centre back, and then the lit right centre back. You just make some changes of some kind, but 2 out of 5 changes is really ugly for me. So yeah, we hopefully things fix up there.
All right. Do you know what I do want to talk to you about? Because you was the person that brought this up, obviously on KG show, innit? Yeah, about the
Mm.
bench. It was a subject that we was going to speak about, but we took it out. But let's talk about it. The bench. How strong is our bench to you? Because I think Amram looks across and goes, "I'd rather defend than put these attackers on." Because
Look,
if
I'm
you
not
look,
gonna say it's Arsenal's level. It's not like you can put an A team, B team. It's still slapping up Burnley, Sunderland's, etc. I think the team there is good enough to start for maybe like maybe a Fulham or a mid-table side like a Brighton. Like Kobe should be starting. Xerxes, he should be starting. You got I don't rate him highly, but he deserves at least a couple teenager minutes off the bench. So this is what I'm saying. I think the players on the bench are capable to make changes. I'm not gonna go here and say that they're well beaters, like they'll be good enough to win the league, but I think they can make an impact. And as it is right now, we've got decent squad depth. Like if our cams go away for AFCON, we've got depth where you can go to Xerxes or go to Kobe, put Bruno in a 10. We can make changes. So obviously Amrim doesn't see it that way, and I don't think it's like the greatest quality, but we've got numbers. Let's try something. Let's see if they're up to the task, but we'll never know if we don't try them, isn't it? That's my point.
Okay.
oh, bro, but Fulham though, Fulham, Kobe could start for at least Chelsea. I think Kobe can start, bro. Kobe can start. Kobe can
Yeah, I
start.
think so. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
just the
think
levels. Like Brighton, no, definitely. I think
It,
Chelsea higher as well. I was just generalizing with the whole bunch. Like, not all of them
Palace.
are going to start for Chelsea, but yeah, Kobe, he's a diamond in the rough right now.
I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I feel like any one of our players can start for Chelsea.
even
I'm
Joe,
not gonna lie to you.
but Joe, the competition is tough at Chelsea, bro. Who's he benching?
No, I'm playing around a little bit here, but honestly, I think Chelsea will buy most of our players, fam. Chelsea will listen. Everybody that we keep cussing out and binning off, yeah, Chelsea will lap them up. Fam. They would lap them up. I don't care what anybody says.
I hear you. I hear you. ATS Travel says he's been shit all year. He's done nothing to start. Oh wow, Kobe
He's
Mano.
talking about Kobe. I think he's
Yeah,
talking about Nunu, innit?
yeah,
Well, I mean, I can't disagree with him. What has he? He hasn't really showed you anything for him to start. Do you know what I mean? And I don't
yeah.
know when he's going to get the opportunity to start unless he comes off the bench and does some sort of worldies. To be fair, right now I'm letting the man. It's not like I've got any choice what the manager does anyway, but I'm not angry at anything the manager's doing because
Yeah.
it's working thus far. Do you know what I mean? This season. So let's just keep hoping that it keeps working at the end of the day. And if it does, then if he decides to get rid of Kobe, you know, one of the good midfielders that I think for the future, then he gets rid of him and he goes elsewhere and he proves his talents there. It is what it is.
You know what I think with Kobe? It's like, for me, we know the talent is there, we know the potential is there, but he's the type of player that needs to be really, really warmed up and sharp, you know, to really see the best of him. He's not somebody that just plug and play and then he takes the game by the scruff of the neck type of person, you know. And that because that's his quality, he ends up not looking effective sometimes as a sub. He you know, he needs to really settle in and warm up into the game, and that's the problem about Kobe right now. You know, maybe that will change in the future, but yeah, we know the quality is there, we know the players there.
This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying about, you know, when we spoke last time about going on loan. I think loans are a good idea sometimes, bro. Loans are a good idea. That's all I'm gonna say. I know you need to dip, but loans can be a good idea for some players. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, you know what else would be a good idea? Hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't hit it yet, because this was the good, the bad, the ugly with Joe Blackman and Botswana Papi. I got the outro right.